Purvanchal or Eastern Hills. Part -1. Purvanchal, also known as Eastern Hills, is a region in northern India that encompasses parts of the states of Bihar, Jharkhand, Odisha, and West Bengal. It is characterized by its hilly terrain and is situated at the eastern end of the Gangetic Plains. The region is culturally diverse and rich in history, with influences from various ancient kingdoms and civilizations. Geography. The Purvanchal region is predominantly hilly, with the Himalayan foothills stretching along its northern border. The lower reaches of the eastern hills are part of the Gangetic Plains, while the higher altitudes are characterized by dense forests and picturesque landscapes. Several major rivers flow through the region, including the Ganges, Gandak, Kosi, Mahananda, and Subarnarekha, which contribute to the fertility of the land. States in Purvanchal. The region of Purvanchal includes parts of the following Indian states. Bihar. The eastern parts of Bihar, including districts like Bhagalpur, Munger, Banka, Katihar, etc., fall under the Purvanchal region. Jharkhand. The eastern districts of Jharkhand, such as Dumka, Deoghar, Giridih, Pakar, etc., are part of the eastern hills. Odisha. The northern and eastern districts of Odisha, like Mayurbhanj, Keonjhar, Balasore, etc., are included in the Purvanchal region. West Bengal. The northern districts of West Bengal, such as Darjeeling, Kalimpong, Jalpaiguri, and parts of Siliguri, are also considered part of the Purvanchal region. Major ranges within the Purvanchal Hills. Here is a list of some of the major ranges within the Purvanchal Hills. Dafla Hills, Patkai Hills, Mishmi Hills, Abor Hills, Naga Hills, Lushai Hills, Barail Range, Garo Hills, Khasi Hills, Jainsha Hills, Dafla, Abor, Mishmi, Patkai Bum. Let's see about Dafla, Abor, Mishmi, Patkai Bum hill ranges of Arunachal Pradesh. The Dafla, Abor, Mishmi, and Patkai Bum hill ranges are located in the northeastern state of Arunachal Pradesh, India. These ranges are known for their rugged terrain and beautiful landscapes. The Dafla Hills are located in the western part of the state and are home to the Dafla tribe. The Abor Hills are located in the southern part of the state and are home to the Abor tribe. The Mishmi Hills are located in the eastern part of the state and are home to the Mishmi tribe. The Himalayan ranges of Arunachal Pradesh separate it from China. These ranges extend toward Nagaland, and then forms a boundary between India and Burma in Chongling and Tirap district, acting as a natural barrier called Patkai Bum Hills. These are low mountains when compared to the Greater Himalayas. Arunachal Pradesh is the most eastern state of India. Formerly the Northeast Frontier Agency Special Territory, AP became AUT in 1972 and a state in 1987. It lies between 91 degrees 32 E to 97 degrees 26 E longitude and 26 degrees 37 to 29 degrees 28 N latitude. Total geographical area is 81,424 square kilometers. Arunachal Pradesh borders Assam to the south and Nagaland in the southeast. Burma, Myanmar lies towards the east, Bhutan towards the west, and the state is bordered on the north by the Tibet region of China. Itanagar is the capital of the state. A remote region, it includes part of the eastern Himalayas and extends through mountainous highlands to the plains of Assam. Arunachal Pradesh is inhabited by people of Mongolic tribes, most of whom practice animism. In Sanskrit, Arunachal Pradesh means land of the dawn-lit mountains. It is also known as the land of the rising sun, because of its position as the easternmost state of India. Arunachal Pradesh is entirely on the Eurasian tectonic plate and much of Arunachal Pradesh is covered by the Himalayas. However, the parts of Lohit, Chongling and Tirap are covered by the ranges of Patkai Hills. Kangtu, Nyagi Kangsang, Main Gorichan Peak, Eastern Gorichan Peak are among the highest peaks in this area of the Himalayas. To summarize, Dafla Hills, situated north of the Tezpur and is bounded on the east by the Abor Range. Abor Hills, in the far northeast of India, near the border with China. It is drained by the Dihang River, a tributary of the Brahmaputra. Mishmi Hills, southward extension of the Great Himalayas, and it touches China. Patkai Bum Hills, on the border with Burma. The word Patkai means to cut chicken in the Thai home language. Conical peaks, steep slopes and deep valleys. Garo Khasi Jaintia. Let's see about Garo Khasi Jaintia Hills of Meghalaya. Meghalaya, a small hilly state in northeast India, came into existence as an autonomous state within the state of Assam on 2 April 1970, comprising the united Khasi and Jaintia Hills and the Garo Hills districts. But this experiment of creating an autonomous state within the mother state did not work for long due to the lack of cooperation between the two governments. Consequently, the Government of India accorded full-fledged statehood to Meghalaya on 21 January 1972 to satisfy the persistent demand of the people. The total geographical area of the state is approximately 22,429 square km and consists of primarily steep hills and deep gorges with very limited areas covering valleys and plains land. The state is divided into 3 regions in terms of its physical features. The Central Plateau includes the Khasi, Jaintia Hills, which is an imposing plateau with rolling grasslands, hills and river valleys. The Garo Hills forms the western part of the plateau. Its elevation varies between 150 m to 1961 m above the mean sea level. The highest point of the plateau and that of the entire state is the Shillong Peak, whose elevation is about 196 im. It serves as a catchment area for rivers and streams traversing the state. Comparatively, it has the largest area of grassland, which can be profitably utilized for animal husbandry, dairying and horticulture. It is the main center of potato cultivation and vegetables for supply outside the state. Like the border area, the submontane region also forms a continuation of the Central Plateau till it merges with the plains of Assam. But unlike the border area, which is generally steep and abrupt in certain places, it slopes gently down until it merges with the plains of Assam in the north. It is a region of comparatively lower rainfall but has favorable scope both for agriculture and horticulture. The border area begins where the southern face of the Central Plateau ends. Deep gorges and slopes at the foot of which a narrow strip of plain land runs along the international border with Bangladesh form the southern region of the state. It is a region with the heaviest rainfall. The world-renowned Cherrapunji and Mawsynram, the wettest places in the world, are located in this area. The areca nut plantations and subtropical and tropical fruits like mandarin, lemon, guava, pineapple and banana are grown in plenty in this region. To summarize, Garo Hills. Nokrek Peak is the highest peak here. Khasi Hills. Got its name Khasi tribes. Shillong is the highest peak. Jaintia Hills. Located to the east of the Khasi Hills. Makir Hills. The Makir Hills are a range of hills located in the northeastern Indian state of Assam, and also a small part of Nagaland state. The hills are known for their rugged terrain and beautiful landscapes, as well as the rich biodiversity of the region. The Makir Hills are home to several ethnic groups, including the Makir, Karbi, and Bodo tribes. These tribes have a rich cultural heritage and traditional practices that are closely tied to the natural environment of the hills. The Makir Hills are also known for their rich natural resources, including timber and minerals. The hills are also home to several wildlife sanctuaries and national parks, such as the Lakhawa Wildlife Sanctuary, which are important for conservation of the biodiversity of the region. Makir Hills of Assam are an extension of Shillong Plateau, covered by tropical rainforest which makes it highly inaccessible. Makir Hills are located to the south of the Kaziranga National Park, Assam. Makir Hills is the oldest landform in Assam. This landform is pear-shaped and encompasses an area of 7,000 square km. Approximately. It is part of the Karbi Plateau. Highest peak, Dambuko. Barail Hill Range. The Barail Hill Range is a range of hills located in the northeastern Indian state of Assam. The Barail Hill Range is situated on the border of Assam and Nagaland. The range is known for its rugged terrain, beautiful landscapes, and rich biodiversity. The Barail Hill Range is home to several ethnic groups, including the Kachari, Dimasa, and Karbi tribes, who have a rich cultural heritage and traditional practices that are closely tied to the natural environment of the hills. The range is also known for its rich natural resources, including timber and minerals. The Barail Hill Range is also home to several wildlife sanctuaries and national parks, such as the Dihang Patkai Wildlife Sanctuary and the Dibru Saikova National Park, which are important for the conservation of the biodiversity of the region. The Boreal Hill Range is also a popular destination for trekking and adventure sports. Boreal Hill Range lies in North Cachar Hill District, and is the southwestern extension of the Patkai Range. It runs in a southwesterly direction from southern Nagaland and parts of northern Manipur, up to the Jaintia Hill of Meghalaya. The higher elevation, 1,500–2,500 meters, areas of the range is located in southern Nagaland state, while low to mid-elevation areas are in the North Cachar and Cachar districts, continuing up to the Jaintia Hills of Meghalaya. Boreal Wildlife Sanctuary is situated here and spreads over an area of 326 square kilometers. This sanctuary mainly covers the low to mid-elevation hills, less than 30 to 1,100 meters, of Cachar district of southern Assam. These low hill ranges are continuous with the more lofty mountainous parts of North Cachar Reserve Forest and continuous with Boreal Hill Ranges in the North Cachar Hills district. The sanctuary area is drained by a network of small perennial or seasonal streams that flow through small ravines and valleys, and join Jatinga River at the western boundary of the sanctuary. The river Dolu runs through the eastern boundary of the sanctuary. The Silchar half-long railway track and the Silchar half-long road pass along the western boundary of BWS. The primary vegetation is tropical semi-evergreen to moist evergreen forest. Naga Hills. Naga Hills, part of the complex mountain barrier on the border of India and Myanmar, Burma. A northern extension of the Arunachal system, the Naga Hills reach a height of 12,552 feet, 3,826 meters. In Mount Saramati on the India-Myanmar frontier. The part of the range within India constituted the Naga Hills district of Assam until 1961 and since 1963 has been part of Nagaland. The hills receive a heavy monsoon rainfall and are naturally clothed with dense forest. Placed throughout the hills are villages of the Naga tribes. Most of the easier slopes up to a height of about 5,000 feet have at one time or another been cleared for cultivation. Where this has been done, they are covered for the most part by scrub bamboo and grass, and the larger forest trees have disappeared. The Angamas tribe inhabited this place, and the hillsides have been cut by them into terraced rice fields, and there is comparatively little jungle to be seen. Nowhere is there large timber remaining except on the bottom of the river valleys and the summits of the hills. Mizo Hills. The Mizo Hills, also known as the Lushai Hills, are a range of hills located in the northeastern Indian state of Mizoram and also share some parts with Assam and Tripura. The range is known for its rugged terrain, beautiful landscapes, and rich biodiversity. The Mizo Hills are home to the Mizo people, also known as Lushai people, who have a rich cultural heritage and traditional practices that are closely tied to the natural environment of the hills. The range is also known for its rich natural resources, including timber and minerals. The Mizo Hills are also home to several wildlife sanctuaries and national parks, such as the Phongipui Blue Mountain National Park, which are important for conservation of the biodiversity of the region. The Mizo Hills are also popular for trekking and adventure sports. The name Mizo Hills was adopted in the late 1950s, as the Mizo National Front, MNF, started a movement for an independent Mizo state which was later merged to form the state of Mizoram in 1986. Mizo Hills, formerly Lushai Hills, is a mountain range in southeastern Mizoram state. These ranges are part of the North Arunachal system. The Mizo Hills rise to about up to 2,125 meters, and their slopes are covered with thick evergreen forest. Bamboo is a dominant species here. In the intermontane valleys, shifting, slash and burn, agriculture and some terrace cultivation are practiced. Thank you.